Assalamu alaikum. This is Altaf Hussain. I just wanted to say what great work United Muslim Foundation is doing here in Orlando, Florida. One of the amazing things going on in the Muslim community now is that there's a tremendous need for us to be serving all segments of the population, but particularly our youth. So I'm very happy to find out the work that UMF is doing and encourage you to find out more about it. United Muslim Foundation serves youth in different ways. One of the things that I'm most excited about is a new endeavor called Teen Central, which is essentially a portal that will be available for Muslim teens to be able to submit their questions online, concerns online, to have a virtual community of support so that whatever it is that's bothering them, some things that are affecting their daily life, inshallah, by the will of Allah, they'll be able to get help for that, and they'll at least be able to get a referral to know where to go if they're not from Orlando, Florida. Another aspect of UMF's work with the young people is the opportunities it's giving for them to give back to the community through volunteering, through spearheading volunteer projects such as feeding the hungry, going to the soup kitchens and homeless shelters, and trying to help the people who are vulnerable and at risk in society. So I invite you again to find out more about United Muslim Foundation and do your part to support it, not only through your prayers, but also through your financial contributions. And if you live in this area or want to get involved from anywhere in America with UMF, open up a chapter, contact them today and get involved. Thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Fez Magani, and this is Ahmed, and we are based out of Dallas, Texas, and we're here all the way in Orlando performing for the Eidul Adha banquet for the United Muslim Foundation. And when we first heard about this event, I looked at this organization, the ethic of service that they promote, of community service and bridge building, and coming across a common rallying point for all Muslims, regardless of sect, regardless of culture. That is what appealed to us, and that is why we're here today, and that is why we support this organization.
Hi, this is Dan Nine, the world's only Indian-Japanese comedian, and I'm about to perform tonight at this fantastic event for UMF, United Muslim Foundation. And UMF is really doing some amazing things in the community. They're coming up with a teen portal where teens who are bullied can report anonymously on what's going on with them. They're opening a food pantry to feed people who are hungry, and they're generally promoting the idea of tolerance and helping the community. They're even helping the people in New York City, where I live, they're the first group in Orlando to help people in New Jersey and New York who lost their homes. So it's really great to be part of this event tonight and to work with UMF, and I'm very proud and honored to be here in Orlando.
Surah number 23, Al-Mu'minun, Ayat 52 to 61. In the name of Allah, the most kind and the most forgiving. And verily, this your religion is one religion, and I am your Lord, so keep your duty to me. But they have broken their religion among them into sects.
O Allah, we thank you for bringing us together today, from all diverse backgrounds and school of thoughts, to celebrate our common Eid, which unites us in showing our devotion to you, Allah, our love of you, and our need of you. Please deprive us not of your love, even for a blinking of an eye. Bestow your mercy upon us and help us to be as your messenger, mercy to all the worlds. O Allah, please bless this gathering and grant us a joyful, inspiring, and motivating evening. Guide us and unify us to do what is truly pleasing to you, and help us serve your lofty purpose the best way pleasing to you. Reconcile us and remove all grudges and rancor from our hearts, and replace that with harmony, compassion, understanding, and love, just as you did with the tribes at Prophet Muhammad's time. Complete our Iman by opening our hearts to love for each other what we love for ourselves.
There are two demographics increasing rapidly among the Muslims in America. One, it is the young population. Anywhere between 13 and 35 is one of the largest growing segments in America today. And you know this by looking around here. My wife and I ourselves contributed to this from 2002 until last year with 3 children, 10 years old, 6 years old, and 15 months old. So we know the population of that demographic is increasing as our children come of age, and then they have their children. So some of you may be living as 3 and 4 generation families in America today. Look around in Orlando. Look around in the US. What is the state of our community? Where is our concern? Where is our zakatul mal that can say, UMF, you come up with the projects. You come up with the projects and we will fund it.
I would like to introduce the founder of the United Muslim Foundation and the executive director of so many years to talk to you more about the amazing programs coming up for UMF and how you can get involved. Without further ado, Masuma Virgi.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all so much for being here today. It's really my pleasure to be able to have this event and have this podium spot so I can see all your beautiful faces. And mashallah, everyone is so packed in and trying to hear me all the way out there. I really appreciate you all coming today. Jazakallah khair. I'd like to take you for a walk with me down memory lane so I can share with you a little bit about UMF's beginnings and where we've come to today. It's a chilly winter in 2003, and a group of Muslims have gotten together for the first time at a local Sanford soup kitchen. A humble group of adults, girls, boys, even a pregnant woman among them volunteering. It seems a simple enough task. Get together for a few hours to whip up and serve a home-cooked meal to feed the needy. But the connections that it made within that small, blessed place were far deeper and far more lasting than could have been imagined. It brought Muslims together, for many of them a first-time experience having the opportunity to give back locally. It gave them a chance to bond with each other as they worked, to talk to those they were feeding, to show their compassion, and share their positive spirit in a way that was needed ever more post 9/11. This is precisely where and when UMF began. The UMF Hunger Team that up to today buzzes with volunteers joining us from groups like Seminole Interact Club and the IEC Madrasa, who join our dedicated volunteers in flipping pancakes, cooking egg sandwiches and pasta, dishing out food, clothes, and most of all, some really big smiles on the faces of little children, bellies full, jumping for joy. There was so much excitement, and everyone was in such a buzz about UMF that the idea caught on all the way in Pennsylvania, where a new chapter was born less than 2 years later, and then began a long series of healthy competitions, with each chapter trying to outdo the other in many fun, fulfilling, and fruitful activities. UMF has hosted inter- and intrafaith iftars, Thanksgiving dinners, picnics, and charity fairs to encourage unity and to foster a community spirit between neighbors and between Muslims. We've gone out to churches and colleges, given presentations on Islam, worked with affiliate organizations to host large-scale events, inviting renowned speakers such as Dr. Altaf Hussein here today, whom we have been honored to have with us, and Dr. Noam Chomsky, Dr. Jamal Badawi, Salma Yaqub, Adina Lekovic, and Amy Goodman. UMF has even worked with the government from local to national levels on endeavors such as sponsoring a video on the growing story of Lake Mary to aiding the U.S. Department with Palestinian refugees. Our events have included guests from all walks of life, including politicians, government officials, academics, leaders of different faiths, members of the media, public servants, and community leaders. We have worked with, among others, organizations such as Meals on Wheels, Salvation Army, Kids House of Seminole County, Habitat for Humanity, Save a Child, American Cancer Society, March of Dimes, Hubbard House, Camelot for Children, Jared Box, March for Babies, Cops and Kids, Islamic Relief, Project Downtown Orlando, Westminster Care, The World is Our Village, Aga Khan Foundation, American Muslim Alliance, Aisha's House, MSA, Emerge, Center for Peace, ICNA, Discover Islam, Hands on Orlando, Muslim Women of Orlando, Helping Hands, Amana, and Ava Relief. We've raised money for those suffering from sickle cell anemia, Alzheimer's, multiple sclerosis, worked to supply local school districts with school supplies, food and warm clothes, collected for various relief drives and health kits for containers shipped for disaster relief, sponsored various MSA booths, fastathons, and events on Islam, hosted Poetic Vision Tour, Spring Fiesta, and so much more. Sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? Well, it is, but UMF volunteers have lots of fun and enjoy time getting to know each other along the way too. As we pray side by side, walk as a team for charity, go swimming on our summer programs, stand together shivering in cold weather to help out at winter events, watch movie screenings together, ride roller coasters at Eid events, help out at book fairs, cook for and feed the needy and foster children, chat with and comfort the sick and elderly, read to school children and share dreams out loud, spend time playing with abused children, spend Christmas morning with orphans, help with birthday parties for homeless children, pick fruits out in sunny fields to send to some who have never tasted their sweetness, volunteer at a pediatric unit, apply henna, set up hijab tryouts and Islamic exhibits, give out da'wah pamphlets on Islam, get our hands dirty in potter's clay crafting bowls for the needy, and enjoy fun barbecue cook-offs and volleyball tournaments. All of the things that I'm reading at you from this list are all found on our website where you can go and find out for yourself what UMF has been up to for the last 3 years. We've been on the front line responding to media requests, both TV and radio, on issues such as local mosque arsons and graffiti found on mosque property. When Terry Jones was getting ready to burn Qurans and students were wearing Islam's of the Devil shirts, UMF produced Ignorances of the Devil shirts and worked with Muslims in Gainesville to distribute them in silent protest. Even now, you will find that UMF has Why Islam signs out on I-4 so that people can learn more about Islam. They can call in and learn more about the life of our Holy Prophet and all the prophets that we believe in. And even now, we are on the front lines collecting donations of blankets and warm clothes and other supplies for the victims of Sandy in New York, and we're working with ICNA Relief on this. UMF has received recognition award from organizations such as the Council on American Islamic Relations, American Muslims for Emergency and Relief, and the American Muslim Association of North America. UMF is one of the few, if not the only, grassroots organization that boasts a board of directors made up of both Shia and Sunni, thereby extending our reach far more diverse and helping us establish a unique and unparalleled network of friends and partners. Now, I may be a bit biased in saying so, but UMF has also tended to be quite a trendsetter. UMF was the first to rent out Fun Spot for Eid in 2008 exclusively, and the first to rent out Universal Studios Islands of Adventure exclusively for Eid in 2009, and the one to establish the annual Fair for Care in Pennsylvania. We're always looking for exciting and innovative ways to make a difference, in ways that haven't been thought of before, and to fulfill the needs that exist. Needs like Arabic classes to help bridge the communication gap between East and West. We've done that for 3 years now, alhamdulillah, with adults and children enjoying the classes so much that they're asking for more. How about finding a way to motivate students to excel in academics and community service? We've done that through, alhamdulillah, through our annual UMF scholarship. Let's see. What about addressing some real tough needs, like developing a program to train children from a young age to become activists and to give back to the community? Or how about helping Muslim teens who feel trapped between cultures and generations? Or addressing the rising number of homeless kids in Seminole County? Now we're talking, folks. I would like to address the projects UMF has underway, specifically targeting each of these three pressing situations. Firstly, to the question of homeless kids in Seminole County. I'm sure many of you must be aware of the two segments that aired on CBS 60 Minutes on the plight of the rising number of homeless in Seminole County. But I doubt that most of you realize that according to a report this year in the Orlando Sentinel, the number of homeless students in Orange, Osceola, and Seminole counties has ballooned 79% since 2009. And that according to projections, more than 10,000 school-age children across the three counties will have been homeless at some point during the year, many of them for months on end. We're talking about 10,000 in the number of just school-age children, not even including the numbers in their family. Kids who go to school with our children and who go hungry and leave to a place they cannot even call home. I was speaking to my 8th grader's teacher, orientation night, and he mentioned how one of his students didn't look so well. So when class was over, he took him aside and asked him if he was all right. The boy said he and his family only had a can of corn to share the night before. He hadn't had any breakfast and was very hungry. The teacher explained how the numbers of needy recorded at schools have way more than doubled. They haven't even tripled. They've shot up this year. Can you imagine what these kids must be going through? It's hard enough going to school and trying to make good grades, but add to that hunger and homelessness and you have a dire situation on your hands. UMF Hunger Team has been on the ground from day one. For 9 years, we've faithfully served in the Seminole County and other soup kitchens, feeding the needy, setting up food, warm clothing, and school supplies drives. We have volunteers that pick up food twice a week, every week, from our local Hunger Team partners like Panera Bread, and deliver those food to the needy. But this is not even enough, with the rising numbers of homeless and hungry. UMF plans to open up a food pantry and liaison directly with each school in Seminole County through the Families in Transition program to help make sure that every child's needs are met. We would like to extend our network to link up with even more food partners and restaurants like Panera and IHOP, who support our monthly soup kitchen events with donations of pancakes and breads. As Muslims, we have been taught that a man is not a believer who fills his stomach while his neighbor is hungry. We have to reach deep within us now and really evaluate our actions or inaction. What we are doing is so vitally important and needed, and UMF Hunger Team is the only grassroots Muslim organization based in Seminole County that's on the ground, talking to the men and women and children and constantly assessing their needs. We need your support to help us get up a food pantry and van to store and transport food and other needed items to the schools. We need your help to support Hunger Team financially so that it can expand its reach and help eradicate hunger in Seminole County. We need your support so that no child here should ever have to go hungry. These are our neighbors. They are innocent little children, and we will be held accountable on the day of judgment if we do not pull together and do more to help them. Now, I would like you to turn your attention to the children who have food and families and homes to live in. Children like the ones sitting with us here today, listening intently, feeling sad perhaps that the kids they go to school with may have stomachs hurting from hunger, wondering, what can I do to help? Sometimes children tend to suppress their inquisitive natures ever so quickly with an, I'm only a kid, I can't possibly make a difference until I grow older. Well, these kids, for those of you listening, let me tell you a story about a young girl, only 4 years old when she started volunteering at UMF. She was interviewed by the newspaper as she painted nails of seniors at a nursing home, making old ladies' wrinkled faces light up with her tender touch and sweet smile. She's been helping collect food for children and families in need through UMF Hunger Team and has been helping at soup kitchens to serve everyone with a happy heart. She went on at age 11 to become one of UMF's first scout leaders, registering our Scouts' first Capri Sun Brigade. She worked to rally up friends and family to collect 1,297 Capri Sun pouches in just a few months, which they then packed and mailed. What does this number of Capri Sun pouches mean? Well, because they sent those in, they were able to give clean water to one person for 2 weeks, help provide a meal to 7 people facing hunger, adopted 468 square feet of wildlife land, planted 1 tree in an American forest, 2 baby chickens and 1 goose to a needy family, 10 honeybees to a needy family, school supplies to 1 homeless child for 2 school days, and helped reduce 13 pounds of carbon from the atmosphere. All this was done by our UMF Scouts, 100% the work of children under the age of 16. Can you please give them a round of applause for standing. As you can see, our Scouts have brought in baked delicious treats that will be on sale during dinner, and they would love your support and will be happy to answer any questions you may have on how your child can join the Scouts too. UMF's aim is to help foster in our Scouts a keen understanding for being an active member of the community, so that children realize that they do hold the power in their hands to change the world, even more so with their innocence and creative solutions, and we're here to support them do just that. UMF has formalized the Scouts program with t-shirts for members and pins that they can earn in different categories, all the way from Dawa to charity to going green. You can visit the Scout table for more detailed information on how to register and how we've structured the program. But again, we need your support to launch this program into its full-fledged ability. We need funds to help set up scouting projects and for training Scout leaders. We envision setting up a website based on the Boosterthon model that you may be familiar with from your children's school, which encourages leadership and virtues and is an online base for Scouts to congregate. We need your support so we can make Scouts an exciting way for kids to compete against one another, much like our UMF chapters have over the years, and seeing which Scout club is having the most fun while getting the most done. You know, though, that even with food and a home and encouragement through programs like the Scouts, there are still those who feel like they cannot give anything of themselves because they're confused or even depressed. As a teen, the reality of life sets in along with hormonal changes. Social interactions, peer pressure, and mounting schoolwork are only some of the normal stresses a teen may have to cope with. But it makes it all the more difficult when you're a practicing Muslim, trying to hold on to your values and beliefs with the political turmoil of events and living in a non-Muslim environment. Add to that stresses at home like possible abuse, mental health issues, parents' marital stability, or other such taboo issues that are not spoken of in the community and that there is no social venue for support. And you will see teens bursting for an outlet and using portals such as Facebook as an open diary, screaming for attention. UMF is addressing this need by partnering with our interfaith affiliates at Teen Central to provide a Muslim portal where Muslim teens can post anonymously and Muslim volunteer counselors can respond to their help after attending a comprehensive training session online.
Yeah, so my dad, folks, is from India, right? My dad is from the far south of India, Kerala, India. The darkest Indians come from. And my mom is actually from Japan, believe it or not. Japan, India and Japan. So I get my sushi from 7-Eleven.
Feel free. What's your name, sir?
Hamza.
Hamza. It's nice to meet you. I'm Dan. How are you? And Hamza, how old are you?
4.
4. Give him a round of applause, Hamza, folks. Yes. And what do you want to do when you grow up?
Big.
Bake?
Small.
No. You want to be doctor. Well, this is great. I've never actually had a duo on stage, but I guess this is the first time for everything. So, do you know any jokes or? Do you know any jokes? All right. Well, you're welcome to stay up here. Yeah, sure. No, yeah, go ahead. All right, Hamza, give me a round of applause. Oh, that's fine. Can you give me a glass of water? Water? No, I'm just joking. Can you tell your father that you want to buy my CD and DVD really bad, and to give you $20, $30, huh? Oh, is someone filming this, please? I'm gonna get this. This is great. I gotta put this on YouTube. I get 1 million hits off of this.
Feel and to find, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. None of my clothes and no, not my car. Neither my gadgets, no my guitar. I have to face it all on my own, with just the weight of my deeds that are, with just the weight of my deeds that are, with just the weight of my deeds that are. La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah. Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah.